Hey everyone! Today's a special day. It is the first day of Mermay. So I'm excited because I'm going to participate this year. I have not participated before, so I got this book. I painted it with some Posca pens, and I wrote down all of the prompts inside the front cover so I knew what prompts I would need to do and kind of give it an index. I was originally going to record myself painting the first one, which was Skull, but I really don't like the way that turned out. So instead, we are going to kind of go through and I'm going to be doing like my pre-sketches. That way I just have to like ink and paint them on the day of. And it puts a little bit less pressure on me. I did the same thing with Inktober. So I have my sketchbook. I've got my my Mermay book. And so what we're going to do is we are going to do Lunar because that's where I am at my pre-sketches. I actually had an idea for this one already, so that one should be relatively easy to figure out. So while I'm doing this, I'm listening to the 10th anniversary episode of Comedy Bang Bang, which is super funny. I've got just my mechanical pencil. I've got my kneadable eraser. I've got a Bubly. So yeah, let's get going. So for this one, my idea was that I could draw Daryl Hannah from Splash. I don't know if you guys know that movie or not, but it was one of my favorites when I was a kid. I just loved mermaids and I was desperate for mermaid movies. I had like The Little Mermaid and that was about it. There wasn't and then there was that Disney Channel original movie. I think it was called like 13, about that kid who turned 13 and then he was a mermaid. I really like that one too. So anyway, in Splash there's a part I actually just watched it with my husband, and she said something like, oh, I don't know if you guys heard that intense car, but there's a part where she's just like, I'm only human, well, the moon is full, or something. So that's why I wanted to do specifically her. And this will be kind of my one mermaid turn human, I think, for this challenge. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this one. Okay, moving on to the next one. I don't know if you saw it, but the prompt is shark, and I am a huge fan of sharks. I love everything about them. I actually have a shark tattoo, and my love of sharks started with the game Banjo-Kazooie. I don't know if you guys remember, but in the treasure trove, I've actually also just recently started playing those again, but in Treasure Trove Cove, the like pirate level, there's a shark in the water, and it scared me so bad when I was a kid. I am really triggered by things chasing me, so that shark was bad news for me, but I also kind of really liked it. So yeah, anyway, so I have a love of sharks. So this one was important to me. I kind of go through a couple different setups for the shark until I finally decide on my final one. And I do like the way it turns out. I think it turns out cute. I actually can't remember now that I'm doing the voiceover. Yeah, it does turn out really cute. Okay, hope you enjoyed this one. Okay, so moving on, next we have treasure. Okay, so I actually kind of did a treasure chest already for cave. It's a little bit of a spoiler. By the way, you'll be able to see all my mermaids. I keep wanting to call it mermaider, but you'll see all my mermaids on my Instagram. There's a link in the description if you want to follow me, and I might follow you too because I love to see what people come up with. But for this one, I kind of just went super basic with it. I thought that maybe I could do just a mermaid holding a treasure map and kind of make her all piratey and stuff. I think I actually made her look a lot like the one that I did for the cave, so maybe it's like telling the story backwards or something. But yeah, here we go. Okay, so now we have shipwreck. So for this one, I was trying to figure out how I would do this. I really am not necessarily the best when it comes to drawing ships or vehicles of any sort. So I was just trying to figure out like the best way to make an image that was self-contained. I also do this one off screen, so we'll probably just kind of quickly go through it. I ended up just doing kind of a mermaid looking through a porthole of a ship. I thought it was simple, easy, especially with that like full body one that I would have done before with the treasure map. It would be nice to have kind of just, I'm not going to say cop out, but just a simpler picture to kind of break up the more complicated ones that I'm doing throughout the month. So yeah, maybe you'll see it in a shot later. Okay, last one for today is squid. So I was thinking maybe what I could do was I could do like a mermaid girl, and she's got a big head, kind of like a cone head, I guess, like squid. I tried to make her kind of long and like, you have squids kind of like when they move through the water, they kind of make themselves straight at like less resistance. So I tried to kind of do that with her. So I made her shoulders kind of droop down. I tried to make her streamlined, just so that there was a little bit of that shape to her. I was kind of okay with it. I wasn't super happy with the way that it turns out. So then I decided to try something new or something different. So I ask you, how are we gonna have Mermay without using every excuse to draw handsome Squidward? I may or may not do this one. I might go with the Squid Girl, just because I'm really trying to push myself into doing more people or people-like characters. But, oh man, I just love that handsome Squidward so much. And I know I could draw it better than I do here. So anyway, we'll see what happens that day. Anyway, as I'm winding this down, I just want to thank you for watching. I'm excited to see what everybody does for Mermay. And I hope that we all learn something, I guess. It's, you know, it's fun to do these challenges, and Mermay is a good, like, it's 6 months about from Inktober, so I think doing 2 a year is pretty good of just intense drawing challenges. I know just in my experience with doing Inktober, I just feel like I learned so much just by doing something every day for 30 days. So yeah, I hope that you guys have fun. I hope that you like what we do. I hope you like what you do. I hope that you're proud of yourself. And I hope that, you know, if you do it again next year, you'll be able to see improvement, because really, that's one of the best things about doing it too. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye.